Hey, Marie-Louise here. This is my very first live on YouTube, so bear with me. I have done heaps on Facebook though, so don't worry, I know how to talk. Now, for those of you who are new, I welcome you to my channel. My channel is about dating ostensibly, and I am very keen on helping people to make dating easy, but particularly women. And up until now, I've really focused on that. But my life has changed recently, and I'm certainly going to be taking my dating advice in that same direction. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But today's Father's Day in Australia, which is where I'm from, and living in beautiful Melbourne. And Father's Day, as well as what I've been going through recently, have got me really thinking about things. And I don't have children, and that is something that has been on my mind a lot lately. I've had some health issues, and I've had some cysts removed, but I also made a huge decision, which was to give up hope about having children of my own. And that's been a really big thing for me, because I found out 8 or so years ago that I'm infertile. But if you're a woman who wants to have a baby, you just keep it going. You just hope and hope and hope. And we hear a lot of stories about women who have children really late, miracles that happen, all these sort of wonder stories. And I've had a lot of friends over the time when I have talked about it, which I haven't always, they have thrown every hopeful miracle story at me, whether I wanted to hear them or not. And I've done a bit of research on this lately, because I really have felt a pull to helping other women like me. And what I've found is that there are a lot of success stories out there, and I really congratulate all the women who have infertility issues, who power through and succeed somehow. But the reality is that we're not all that woman. Some of us don't have a success story, not in the baby sense anyway. And so when I didn't find other women out there talking about this, I decided I am the woman to talk about this. So if you've been on my channel for a while, please do stay with me, because even if you're not a woman who is infertile or childless by nature or circumstance, you'll know somebody who is. You may not know that you know them. You may not know that they are that person, but they could be exactly me, and they could be living with this. They could be keeping secrets from you without meaning to. And please, let's remember, it's not about you, it's about them. It's about what they're going through. Because what I'm going to do is, I think, quite brave, and a few people have been like, are you crazy? But I'm going to be sharing a lot of my stories and a lot of the issues I've faced, the challenges that I've been facing over the years. Some of them I didn't even really deal with at the time. I just sort of bottled them up and put them away for later. But it's all going to come out now, because what I've realized is that even though I'm all about styling people's lives so they get the dating life that they want, that's been my focus for, since I started this business, I haven't really been styling my own life. And you know what? I don't regret that, because I'm a big believer of things happen with time, and you have to be ready for whatever it is when you're ready for it, basically. You will become ready for whatever the situation may be. And so, I'm not looking back on the last 8 years and going, what a waste of my life or anything like that. I do have moments, but I don't focus on that. That's not my main feeling. But what I know is that I'm sick of that, and I'm over that. And guess what? I'm done with it. So I'm going to be talking a lot more about what it's like to be a single woman who hasn't had children and who can't have children. Oh, there will be no children in my future. Not my children anyway. Not my children. But there are a lot of things that factor into that, and it's not just that. Dating is difficult because there's a lot of judgment from guys, especially there are a lot of guys out there who've had children by this age, because I'm mid-40s. When I became single again after my divorce and I started dating again, I copped a lot of judgment from guys who knew nothing about me, because I was even less comfortable talking about it back then, particularly with strangers. And so they didn't know what my circumstances were. All they could see from my dating profile was that I didn't have children. They didn't know whether I had chosen not to, whether I couldn't, whether there were issues, whether it was my plan in the first place. They knew nothing. But instead of just asking me questions, or at least just trying to get to know me, because their focus was having children, and that's okay, but they would judge me on me not having had them. So I would get comments like, oh, so I guess you'll want kids straight away then. As if I would just go for any guy who walked across my path. No, mate, that's not me. And then there would be others who would say, oh, no, you're too old to have children, so I'm going to find somebody younger. And it's like, well, good luck with that, but that's really hurtful. And as a dating coach and as a person, I go, fair suck of the sav, go for your life if that's what you're looking for. Well done for knowing it, but there might be a better way of delivering it. However, I was also super sensitive at the time, so I can see that it's not like I'm not pointing the finger as such, but these are the sort of things that I have faced in my time since coming out of my marriage and getting back into dating. So I have people tell me that there's no difference between dating as just a single woman or as an infertile woman, but I disagree with that. I think there's a big difference, because what I know now that I didn't know a year or three, and certainly back then, is that I think differently. I look at things differently. And it's taken me all this time to get used to the idea that the life that I had planned for myself isn't going to happen. So when I hear when guys talk to me online and they're like, why haven't you done this? And why haven't you done that? Or, and they, and this is generalizing. I'm not talking about every single guy, but these are the guys that have crossed my path. Some of them have been all about the holidays they go on and this and that and the house they've built, and that's really great. But the recovery from their marriage, or, maybe they didn't even have one, is different from mine. And mine has had to include getting used to my dream being shattered, completely shattered. So I will tell you more about that in future videos as I get more comfortable talking about it. Because I'm not used to tearing up on camera, but that's okay. I'm going to get used to it. I'm just going to keep talking, because I realize that it's important. And there are other women out there like me who need some support, and I'm going to be that person for them. But today's Father's Day in Australia, and what I've been thinking about is that as one of 5 children, I am the child of my father. And I look at him and how much he loves us and how proud he is. And it's an amazing feeling to be loved like that. And then I think about the other side of it and how much I would love to pass that love to somebody else. And I don't have that person to pass it on to. So it's definitely another side of things. And that's okay. That's okay. Because what I've been going through lately and all the thinking and the sadness and just all the emotion has really prepared me for this. I know I don't look prepared right now, but I have been thinking about it a lot. And that's okay. It's okay, because it's all right to be sad. not every day is a good day. I will be living a better life than I have been, because I know that I was living a half life. I was keeping secrets. My family didn't know that my husband and I were trying at the time when we were married, because we kept that secret. We didn't want the pressure of, how are they going? Do you think they're pregnant? Oh, she's late. Oh, she's not looking well. Oh, this and that. We didn't want people looking out for telltale signs of pregnancy. And we wanted it to be our own journey. But he's gone now because we divorced. And he's not here living the life after that. I am. And that's okay. But now I have to explain to my family everything that happened back then has really shaped the conversations I've had since then, the reactions I've had, and the way I've been, the behavior I've exhibited, the parties I did want to go to and didn't want to go to, the things I would say at those parties, the awkward exchanges. It explains everything. And I know that more than ever. But at this time, when I need a lot of people, they're not always there because they don't understand it. But this is a culmination of me coming to realize how heavily my life has been shaped by my infertility. So Father's Day has really brought that to light. The timing is what it is, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm on a mission. I'm going to help other women get through this. And if I thought I was going to tear up like this, I would have had tissues in here. And it doesn't change the fact that I'm heading off to Father's Day. I do have tissues. Look at that. I have lifestyle and tissues. So I shall use those. Today I'm heading off to take my dad out for lunch. Excuse me. Every year I take him for lunch and we just enjoy each other. There were times in the past where I think, even, as a teenager, when you're like, you don't want to be seen with your parents, I think even as an adult, I was like that to a degree. So I haven't always appreciated him as much as I do now. And I'm really glad that I do now, because now I can go off and enjoy spending time with him. It drives him mad. Of course, I would drive him mad. We all drive each other mad at times, but I appreciate him more than I ever did. And I look forward to spending time with him today and honoring his place in my life and all the things that he does for me, all the dumb things that I bring to him and he goes, yep, sure, let's try it. I mean, in his lifetime, when he was growing up, there were no dating coaches. So, I've spent the last few years trying to explain to him how important it is to support women. Oh, hello. My girl cat's just arrived. I think she heard me being upset. How important it is and how difficult it is to meet men in this day and age. And he hasn't understood that, but he's tried really hard to support me and get on board. And he's been amazing with that. And now I've been telling him, not only did he have to take me to hospital, pick me up, look after me in the 24 hours since the surgery that I had recently for my cysts, but now he has to put up with me putting all this out to the world, because, he may not see this YouTube video. That's okay. But he has to put up with the emotional side of it, and he will. And not only will he put up with it, but he'll deal with it. It's been very hard on him. I know that it has. Since I came out about, you know what I mean? Since I explained to my family about my infertility and the secret that I'd kept and how it's shaped me, it's been very difficult for him, because I think that as a parent, when your child's dream shatters, your dream for them shatters. And I can see that. That's my thought anyway. Not being a parent, I don't know, because I'm a fur parent. Look at the camera, Jimmy. So I think it's been really hard for him. So we haven't been able to speak about it very much, but we will. And he has tried it his way, so I appreciate that. But it's going to be hard for everybody. And if it's as hard for me, it just confirms that it's hard for others. So I'm here. I'm starting. These are my Father's Day thoughts. Please do leave a comment. I'm going to head off to lunch and have a delicious lunch and think about the positives, because the positives are that I have a father. Not everybody does. And I know that, and I know the feeling because I don't have a mother, because my mother died 15 years ago. So I try to live every day, and I have always tried to live every day. But with what's been happening lately in my realizations, I realized that I wasn't. But now I can. I'm going to go. My business is my page is going to be more about being flirtile, which is about flirting with life and getting the life that you want and getting the love life that you want, because infertility isn't just about being childless by circumstance. It isn't just about not having the baby. It's about the dream of having the baby with the man that you wanted to have the baby with. You know, we didn't just want to be single mothers. We wanted the full package. So some of us have lived a half life. I've been working my business, which means that I haven't been dating quite as much as I would like to and as much as I used to. But you know what? That's going to change now. That's going to change because I have to look after myself, but I will certainly always have time to support other women, and I'm going to help them get the life back that they want, because they may not have been dating as much as they would like while they were coping with the change of life. You don't just get over this in a day. It's taken me 8 years. I'm not over it. I won't ever be over it. And that's okay, but I can get on with life, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you're a father, happy Father's Day. If you're a mother being a father, happy Father's Day. And to all the fur baby parents out there, I have 2 cats just like this one. She's got a twin brother. And I wish you happy Father's Day as well. And if you're new to this channel, please do make sure you follow me and hit the notifications bell so that you get more. You get to find out when I'm going to be on here, whether I'm going live or posting a video. I also have a Facebook page, which is Lifestyle and Dating Coach. And I would welcome you there. Find me on Instagram. I am all over the place. I do a little bit different things everywhere. But I'm here to help women find love. It's as simple as that. And now I'm off to my Father's Day lunch. See you guys. Stay fabulous.